In this video, we're going to review 2 super important tools that you need for math. Not just the rest of this chapter in CPM, but you use these in real life a lot of the time, okay? These apply to different types of problems too, but we're going to learn them by looking at a sale problem. So Sadie goes to the store to buy high quality markers, and at full price, the markers cost $32, but the store is having a 25% off sale. How much will she spend on the markers? So this is a basic sale problem. You're going to see a lot of these in math. The 2 methods that we're going to learn are the ratio table and the percent of method. So first, let's start with the ratio table. I love ratio tables because they apply to lots of different problems. In a ratio table, you have 2 columns, and you need to label the columns. In this situation, one column is going to have money in dollars, and the other side of the column is going to have a percentage. Now, in this situation, I'm going to write down the information that the problem gives me. So I need to make sure that I am writing that down. So the dollars here, it tells me that the full price is $32. Full price, that means 100% is going to be $32. But the store is having a 25% off sale, and I need to know how much she pays in total. So I'll need to figure out how much money she'll save here, and then I'll subtract that from the total cost, okay? So the key to ratio tables is to take the numbers that you know, I'll leave that question mark. Take the numbers that you know that you have in the table and try to get creative with them. Try to use some tricks and some operations to figure out the unknowns. So I need to figure out what 25 is. Well, how do I get from 100 to 25? Well, I can divide by 4. And if I do the divided by 4 symbol or operation to the percentage column, I'll do it also with the dollars column. So 32 divided by 4 equals 8. So now I've learned that she will save $8. Now what I need to do is take the full price, which is $32, and subtract $8. And I'm going to need to borrow from this side. And I'll have $24 here. Great. So the total price that she'll pay is $24 for the markers. That's the ratio table solution. And that is a solution, that is a tool that you definitely will use for sale problems, but for lots of other problems as well. Now, another way you could have solved this problem is by using the percent of method. The percent of method looks something like this. We learned in 6th grade that the percent is just a number over 100, right? So 25%, in this case, I need to figure out 25% of $32. So a percent is just a number over 100. So 25% is the same as 25 over 100. We also learned in 6th grade that you can, when you're multiplying fractions, that you can change the word of into a multiplication symbol. So it will, instead of, I'll just replace that with a multiplication symbol. And then we can keep our $32. I'm going to put it over 1 because I want something to divide or to multiply with that 100 in the denominator. So multiplying fractions, we just go top times top and bottom times bottom, right? So 100 times 1 is just 100. And this number on top is 25 times 32. I'm not exactly sure what 25 times 32 is. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply that. And I'm going to use a generic rectangle in order to multiply that. So I've got 20 and 5. I've got 30 and 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Add those 2 zeros. 5 times 3 is 15. Add that 1 0. 2 times 2 is 4. Add that 1 0. And 5 times 2 is 10. Now I'm going to add all of these together. 600, 150, 40, and 10. I know that's 50, so I'll just write 50. And it looks like I get 800. So this is going to be 800 over 100. Oh, 800 over 100 is just 8. So $8 is going to be 25% of 32 is $8. 25% of 32 is $8. Now, similar to the last problem, I would then subtract $8 from 32 to get $24 as the amount of money she'll spend on the markers. We just learned two extremely important methods, the percent of method and the ratio table method. These are both really useful in lots of different kinds of problems. This example had pretty easy to work with numbers. Sometimes ratio tables will be more complicated, where you'll have to get more creative with how you figure out the missing numbers. The percent of method, though, is pretty much the same for all problems involving percent of. And that's why I like the percent of method a little bit better, because this works pretty much the same way, regardless of what the question is asking in terms of percent of. And the ratio table method can get a little tricky, but it's definitely possible to use it, okay? So it's really important you understand how to use both of these tools. And the next problem, we're gonna take a look at how to use both of these tools to solve problems that involve distances. So like 3/5 of your regular running route is how many miles? So we'll take a look at that in the next video.